game for Talk-Text dito sa Governor's Cup is looking to re-establish some order para dito sa tropa as they take on the top team here in the PBA today. Alex Cabagnot and the rest of the Petron Blaze Boosters looking to extend a 5-game winning streak. Talk-Text in unfamiliar territory. Petron nasa ibabaw. Bad blood ang ating bakbakan. Governor's Cup edition po ito. Magumar dyan. Kasama natin si Jason Webb. Always explosive pag itong dalawang koponan ang nagtatapat.
Yes, it's always explosive. But right now, nakikita natin, it's almost like they've changed chairs. Usually at this point, pag naglaban silang dalawa, usually it's Talk-Text at the top of the standings. And Petron is the one that's searching for form. Totally different in this conference because Petron right there at the top at the moment. Talk-Text searching for the form that has made them a dominant team the last couple of years.
Etong Petron opened their campaign by dropping a game to Meralco pero right now is riding a 5-game winning streak. Tignan mo naman yung average winning margin, almost 16 points.
Tapos na yung Petron novela pero nakikita naman natin it's almost like we're seeing massacres against yung mga kalaban nila. 15.6 winning margin and they have been dominant and they have found seemingly the formula, especially when it comes to personnel. The formula kung sino yung gagamitin, sino yung mga players that would be needing a lot of minutes. And they seem to be playing together here at this point.
Ang pinakamabigat dyan, they are averaging almost 103 points per ball game dito sa 5-game winning streak nila, which is magiging pinakamalaking problema ngayon netong Talk-Text tropang texters dahil etong Talk-Text yung points allowed nila napakasama sa puntong ito.
When you talk about these two teams, they're actually the top two teams when it comes to scoring. The thing that makes them different or apart is that Petron is a better defensive team than Talk-Text. Talk-Text at present is actually the worst defensive team, not only in points allowed but also in field goal percentage allowed. Very tough to win in this league when you're at the bottom when it comes to defense. That's the thing na nagpapasakit ng ulo ni Coach Norman Black and that's the thing that they need to address if they want to go above 500.
Binanggit mo na nga, Coach Norman Black always has been known as a defensive-minded coach. Let's see tonight kung mabago na nila yung takbo na yan. Pero ang isa pa nating papanorin dito ay yung magiging matchup din, Jason, ng magkabilang import. Aba, sinasabi nila, magkaiba diskarte neto ni Tony Mitchell pati ni Elijah Millsap. What do we expect from these two?
You know, Magu, when you look at the numbers, it doesn't really tell much of the story because that's 28-11, 4-2 para dito kay Elijah Millsap. When you swing over to Tony Mitchell's, that's 36-11, 2 and 1.6. That's fairly close. You just have Mitchell scoring more and a little bit more assists on the part of Millsap. But the thing is, you can actually feel it more with what they do when they're on the court, when points are necessary on the defensive end and keeping the team together. You can say that Elijah Millsap, in terms of yung kanyang being the leader or a guy that just fit into this team, mas suabe para dito sa Petron. When it comes to the other side, para kay Tony Millsap, he's a guy that seems to be very ball dominant at nawawala tuloy sa forma yung mga players ng Talk-Text.
Yun nga, kinailangan talaga yung scoring neto ni Tony Mitchell. Nung wala pa yung Gilas boys, let's see how he adjusts na ngayong nakumpleto na nga ang kanilang lineup dito. Bad blood coming up from inside the Big Dome. Pakinggan natin kung sino magpapasimula para sa magkabilang koponan.
Going up against the Petron Blaze Boosters. Let's meet the starters first from your Talk-Text tropang texters. At guard number 3, Jimmy Alabag. Also at guard number 12, Larry Funasher. At center number 24, Raba Al-Husseini. At forward number 33, Ranidel Del Campo. And the other forward number 1, Tony Mitchell. Head coach for the Tropang Texters is Coach Norman Black. And now the starting 5 for your Petron Blaze Roosters. At guard number 5, Alex Cabagnot. The other guard, number 71, Ronald Tubin. At center, number 22, June Mar Fajardo. At forward, number 1, Elijah Millsap. And the other forward, number 29, Arwin Santos. Head coach for the Blaze Boosters is Coach G. Abanilia. Our referees in the ball game are Peter Balao, Jimmy Mariano, and Nasser Zambrano with Sherwin.
So, there you go. Yan po ang unang magsasalpukan right at center court dito sa loob ng Big Dome. It is talk and text in blue at yung kalaban nilang mga nakaputi ng Petron.
I would think that's different para dito sa dalawang koponan. You have Petron that's actually has a set rotation, especially after that first loss. They put a set rotation already for themselves. Talk and text has had to adjust because of players that have been available or that have been made available throughout the course of the conference.
Petron wins the tap. Alex Cabagnot looks to get them into their set. And they go immediately underneath. Fajardo though couldn't get that basket. Mitchell on the run. Dalawa na. Ang sumalubong sa kanya, nahablot daw from behind. Right off the bat, it is Elijah Millsap with a personal foul.
Well, we mentioned that they may be fairly different with what they have brought to the table for both teams. The thing that they're very alike with both the imports that we have today. Both supreme athletes.
Cabagnot with an ear steal. Alapag looking for that pick from Aluseni. Tumalaw si Aluseni bago pa makalampas si Jimmy. That's an offensive foul. Arwin couldn't pull the trigger. Ranidel De Ocampo bodying up on him. Here's Millsap. He'll oblige, and that opens up the scoring. Para sa second game ng inyong PBA Wednesday.
And that's something that we expect to see much of in this game. And scoring, as you can see, less than 5 seconds, nakascore kagad sa kabila. Ito si Tony Mitchell. Like we mentioned earlier, number 1 and number 2 when it comes to scoring so far.
Fajardo over to the corner. Cabagnot may tangan ng bola. Cabagnot di maipagpag itong si Alapag. Arwin from the perimeter, wala. Fajardo loses it. Alapag picks it up. Nakita si Ponasher on the run. Ranidel on the trail. That shoves Talk and Text up by 1.
Two very good power forwards, but the two of them that have actually scored differently, especially in this conference.
Millsap lines it up once again. Not that time around. Junmar Fajardo on the follow. Natagaan. Alapag controlling the pace. Gets it over to Ponasher. Larry underneath to Aluseni.
The realization there, Junmar Fajardo did not sprint back. That left Raba Aluseni wide open doon sa paint.
Raba Aluseni, ang average niya para dito sa tropa, 8 points and 8 rebounds per contest. Scores his first 2 sa pagkakataon na yun. Cabagnot gets it over to Arwin. 19-foot jumper doesn't work. Fajardo na naman with a hand on it.
And that's what Arwin Santos has taken much of in this conference. 14 to 18 footers and some 3-pointers.
Cabagnot off the pull-up. That brings Petron within 1.
Mentioned earlier by Coach Richard, one of the things that Alex likes to do is really read the defense coming out of that pick and roll, making the right decision there.
Talk and Text will have to inbound from that right side. Mitchell may tangan ng bola. Gets it to Aluseni. Raba pulls up in front of Junmar. Lapis lang sa ring yun. Raba looking to drag out the defense of Fajardo.
He can have success there. He's a very good shooter. That miss right there not really shows what kind of shooting touch he does have at about that range.
Millsap showing him how it's done. Lamang na naman ng Petron, 7-6.
Ronald Tubig doing a good job of making sure that Jimmy Alapag does not become the one that creates the offense.
Millsap, he averages 3 of those a game. Takes it to the rack, gets his own miss. Millsap had to be creative. That's a 3-point lead para dito sa Petron.
It's saying sa kailangan batayan when it comes to Elijah Millsap. Really good at getting the ball, getting steals.
Alapag kontra Tubit. Aluseni will offer the pick. The Mighty Mouse runs into Fajardo, dribbles out of trouble. Alapag lost his dribble, but is bailed out by Tubit on the reaching. Or rather, si Arvin Santos ang napituan doon. Ranidel pulls the trigger. Couldn't send it home. Millsap, pinulot na lang yun. or Mitchell rather. He goes on the run. Kung Tony Mitchell, hindi mo talaga pwede bitawan. He can shoot from anywhere on that floor.
And he will shoot from anywhere on that floor as Alex makes a crazy shot.
Cabagnot gets his 4th point of the contest. Picks up a foul on Alapag. Got it on the run. Took advantage. Nakita niya, nakasundot yung braso neto ni Jimmy. 3-point play opportunity sa aming pagbabalik.
Players, one of their defensive players is suffering from an ankle sprain injury at lalo pa silang seryoso ngayon to the point na nakalock ang pintuan ng kanilang dugout before the game and most of the players didn't come out during the pre-game. And for Coach Norman Black, this is all business. They just have to get out of the awkward situation and be tougher on defense. Let's turn it over to Magoo and Jason.
Thank you, Sel. So Ryan Reyes is out. Talkentex will be missing his 7 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2.5 steals per ball game. Pero more so yung pagiging pesky defender niya, no, Jason?
Yeah, and you know those numbers have already gone down by much because he only played 5 minutes in their last game. I think the biggest loss, 2.6, 2.5 assists means 2 extra possessions. So that's just right there, minimum of 2 points.
Jimmy Alapag sends home a 3, brings Talkentex to within 3 points. Coming off that tropang timeout, nakuha naman sila ng basket. Alapag picks this leather up. Jimmy, nabanggit na natin, only his 2nd game back from his Gila stint. Gets it to Alisani.
Good timeout there on the part of Coach Norman Black. 5-0 run. Get his team back into this very quickly.
Millsap in the gut of the defense. Mitchell sprints up, gets it to Jimmy, lobs it back!
It's Jimmy. 3-point shot, Jimmy. Assist, Jimmy. Another assist, Jimmy. And all of a sudden, balik na yung kalamangan sa Talkentex.
Here we go again. Alapag on a 3-on-1. Gets it to Raba. Left-handed play was good. And Petron is in trouble. Grabing run to para dito sa tropa. You said it. It was all about Jimmy.
All about Jimmy, but don't forget about Mitchell right here. That's the 1 assist para dito kay Jimmy. And this is the loudest of all the assists he gave.
Matan muna natin ang ating mga radio partners. 90.7 Love Radio, 101.1 Yes FM, 96.3 Easy Rock, at ang ating mga kapatid over at DZSR 918 AM Sports Radio. Nico Ramos at ang paborito ng buong bansa na si Jalski Escobarski with the call of tonight's action. Wala ko, yan din ang mga paborito naman ni Jolly Escobar.
Wala ko naman si Jolly. Sabi mo lang.
15-12 is the score. Eto Talkentex has gone on a 9-0 run. Petron coming off their own timeout gets an answer from
They needed that after that 9-0 run. Nine of those points, Jimmy Alapag directly contributing 3 assists and a 3-pointer.
Halfway mark na tayo ng ating opening quarter. Alisani, quick release, doesn't work. Santos gets it over to Cabagnot on the run. Alex off the crossover. Pumped it up and in. Seven points in the contest para dito kay Alex. Alapag is fouled on the pass. Fajardo napituan dito. Si Marshall Lassiter pinasok na ni Coach Gia Benilla as Coach Normal now will counter by sending in Castro and Peak. Jason Castro, the best point guard in Asia, loses that pass. Arwin Santos, bibit-bitin hanggang sa kabilang dulo.
So just like Talkentex kanina, nag-timeout and got into a run, Petron themselves getting into their own run after that timeout.
Mitchell on the catch. Step back jumper doesn't work. Cabagnot for the rebound. Millsap well covered by Funners. Spins, overshoots though. Fajardo once again. Ayaw talaga. na kanina na bola. Castro picks it up.
You feel bad for Junmar because he hustled down to get those to get the chance for that basket. Just didn't finish well.
It's a ball. Pasa. Dito kay Fajardo. Junmar makes up for it by saving those 2 points.
Good defense right there in part of Junmar Fajardo. Good help defense.
Castro pulls up from 17.
That's the thing pag nakita natin itong dalawang teams na to, especially that they're fairly complete, just a few injuries. Even though nagpapalitan sila ng tao, makikita pa rin, mo pa rin yung kalidad ng dalawang koponan.
Fajardo will offer the pick para dito na Millsap. He slides. Basang-basa ni Mitchell yung gustong gawin to ni Elijah. It's Doug Kramer. Checks in for the first time para dito kay Junmar Fajardo. Tama naman yung banggaan na to, Jason. Kramer kontra Alipik. Millsap misses, pero Kramer gets them another possession.
Safe to say it is going to be a muscular matchup.
Yan. Lassiter pulls up as he got rid of Larry. First basket para dito kay Marshall. Long to lang yun.
He comes in, Marshall Lassiter, and he has all the confidence in making those shots from the outside.
Lassiter shooting 40% from the field sa unang 6 nila laro to put up 10 per ball game. Mitchell to Ali. Back to Mitchell. He pulls the trigger. Doesn't work. Arwin Santos one-hands it. Cabagnot couldn't find Millsap. Stop and pop 3. Bang!
Just like earlier, kung sa nakita natin that it was Jimmy Alapag after that timeout that took over, Alex Cabagnot also having a good run after that timeout by Petron.
9-2 run ang sinukli netong Petron. Sa 9-0 run ang Tokidex, pero ito si Ali Peak will have none of it.
That's so important that Ali is back and he's healthy for this Tokidex side because he gives them an actual and legitimate post guy.
Millsap to Cabagnot. This time he's well covered by Castro. Kramer kicks it out. Arwin on that baseline. Back over to Kramer. Somebody's got to go for the shoot. Alex obliges. Couldn't send it home, pero meron namang foul dito kay Jason Castro. And Jason Castro and Coach Norman Black trying to explain that yung principle of verticality daw. Diretso lang daw si Castro. We gotta take a look at that again. Couldn't really find it from that angle, but there was some contact.
Look at Petron, with the lineup that they have, they actually put 2 former Gilas players as their 6th and 7th man, or even the 8th.
Slots ipinasok na para dito kay Arwin Santos. Cabagnot completes all 3 free throws. 13 puntos na para dito kay Alex Cabagnot.
And he has not missed from the field. Perfect from the field and the free throw line.
Tournament high para kay Cabagnot has only been 18. He is averaging just over 11 per contest. Safe to say, delikado yan na mabasag sa gabing ito. Anthony, bagong pasok, gets it to Pete.
It's a big help that Sean Anthony has really found a home here para sa Tokidex. A big help for them because he's a guy that gives them energy, and at the same time, he's not that small for his position.
Lassiter misses on that one, pero merong foul on the rebound play. Cabagnot is on the floor. Second personal kontra dito kay Castro. Lanete, ipinasok na ni Coach G para naman dito kay Cabagnot. Chico in the lane. Instant offense mula dito kay Lanete.
Yeah, it's an offense and also a breakdown on the defense of Tokidex. Chico taking full advantage of it. Tokidex unable or not willing to talk nung dumadaan. Ito si Chico Lanete.
He nearly had it stolen. Ali in trouble. Tatlo kalaban. Gets it to Mitchell.
He's got some serious airtime.
Grabe, no? Kapiraso lang. Nakrak sa depensa. Kailangan makita natin ni Mitchell and he knows exactly how to put that ball in the hole. Millsap gets the two right back. 9 puntos para dito kay Millsap.
Para sa Petron, spin the Alex Cabagnot and Millsap show.
Castro exploding to the basket will have to earn his points from the line. Waiver whistled for the personal. Jason Castro, the leading local scorer para dito sa Tropang Texters. 15.6 assists per contest ang kanyang iniaambag. He gets his 4th sa pagkakataon niya.
And you can see how important he is. He's the top scorer, and I believe he's also the top assist guy for that team.
Lutz contra Aban, gets it over to Lassiter. Marshall against the caller, Anthony. Loses it. Last touch daw ito si Castro. Less than a minute remaining sa ating opening frame. 6 na segundo na lang din natitira. Sa shot clock ng Petron. Is Millsap even aware? He attacks the baseline, trying to go reverse. He throws to the line for 2 shots.
Like I said earlier, we're going to see a high-scoring ball game, or we expect to see one. You look at the score, Petron might be on their way to a minimum of 32. Talking Tex already with 25, so both teams staying true to form in terms of putting the ball in the basket.
Alapag making his way back onto the floor. Papalitan muna si Castro. Two for 2 para kay Millsap. 32-25, it is Petron by 7 points. Alapag, kukuha ng pick galing kay Ali. Gets it to Anthony.
Go!
Ali Big just looking to swipe it away.
Oh, minsan talaga, tapikin mo na lang. Tingnan mo, baka may magandang mangyari. Yun ang eksakto nangyari doon.
Eto, pagtapik din nila, napatama pa sa tuhod na ito ni Millsap.
Elijah was trying to go for a 2-for-1. He saw the shot clock. He was trying to be smart about it. But in his haste, came a turnover.
Backfire patuloy para dito kay Elijah. At 3 segundo diferensya ng ating shot clock at quarter clock. Dog and Tex has 9 seconds to shoot. Alapag gets it to Ali. Gets the basket. Kasama ng foul.
Ali Peak's been a huge difference ever since pumasok siya with that second unit. And he already has his 8th point right here. Good setup once again mula kay Jimmy Alapag. That's already 4 assists para dito kay Jimmy. Make that 5. No, 4.
4.5.
Hindi pwede. Walang ganun.
Average pala yun. 9 points in the game para dito kay Ali. Lanete with a Hail Mary.
Whoa!
How about Chico Lanete? Binanggit mo, Ali Peak off the bench with 9 points. Lanete with a quick 5, including this buzzer-beating 3. So it is going to be 35-30. Petron will hang on to a 5-point lead in what has been an explosive first quarter here inside the Big Dome. 12 minuto pa lang ang lumilipas. We got 36 more coming up.